Good evening. Please rise for a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Tonight, we will be honoring two people as we name them honorary members of the Pentelic chapter of the National Honor Society. These honorees have both made significant contributions to the students of Rockland. They truly embody what it means to be a Bulldog. National Honor Society members Tyler Beechers and Jasmine Morse will present these awards.
Whether you've attended the annual holiday stroll, varsity football games in the fall, the musical here in the spring, or have just been out and about in the town, you've probably seen this man with a grin on his face, beaming with Rockland pride. This man is Rockland born and raised, although he did not attend RHS. Instead, he attended the Cardinal Cushing School in Hanover, graduating in 1989, where he was a member of their choir. While he didn't attend RHS, he is still a Bulldog in every sense, with an exceptional record of appearances at the school's athletic events, plays, and fundraisers. In this regard, his sister noted, the connection he has built with the school as a fan and community members means the world to him. After graduating, he became a bagger at the Stop and Shop in his beloved town, just minutes away from his parents' house where he could walk to work. Despite the store's transition from Rockland to Abington and the nerves that came with this change, he was noted by a relative to have, in typical Jimmy style, rose to the challenge. Here, he worked as a faithful employee until 2016, where he retired with 20 years of service under his belt. Nowadays, he spends his time at a day program where he enjoys the good company of friends and family, all similar to this incredible person. There, they take part in learning and enrichment activities. He also volunteers at Meals on Wheels and enjoys it immensely. As for Rockland, the citizen has been a longtime communicant at Holy Family Parish, and his sister highlighted, anybody who knows him, how much he loves Rockland. Anybody who knows him knows how much he loves Rockland sports. He has been seen at many, many sporting events throughout the year. Unfortunately, due to his oxygen dependence, it has been more difficult for him to get around with the hustle and bustle of RHS, but as noted by family members, he still bleeds blue and scours the Rockland cable TV channel to watch sporting events that he can't go to in person. Interestingly enough, when asked about his thoughts on moving on and what to do if he had to move to a town outside of Rockland, he concluded, "Okay, but I'm not rooting for them." This is a perfect testament to his passion for his town and its sports teams. Through all of Rockland's ups and downs, one person has always been there as a Rockland Bulldog through and through. Tonight, we are proud to honor James Jimbo Cahill as a 2019 Honor Society honorary inductee.
I can't believe this happened. Thank you, Rockland High School. Don't forget me.
Good evening. If you know of any group, committee, or council in Rockland, then you probably know this man, or at least know his name. Born and raised in Rockland, he is one of the community's proudest townies from his support of Rockland Public Schools, funding of clubs and events, and consistent attendance to all things Rockland. This man is greatly respected by his peers, community members, and appreciated dearly by the people and organizations he supports. In 1957, he graduated from Rockland High School, and in 1962 decided to follow in his father's footsteps in helping run his local insurance business up on Market Street. Originally built by his grandfather in 1896, this man went to move the business in 1970 to its current location, and worked diligently to be a successful businessman in the small community he calls home. Over the years, he has gone and become a proud father of 3 successful children, and now have made him a loving grandfather of 8 grandchildren. He and Ann, his wife of over 54 years, were known throughout this town as devoted and caring community members. He himself has been a part of over 13 town-related councils, committees, and clubs. Additionally, both he and his wife were inducted to the Rockland Academic Hall of Fame in 1996. I personally have known this man since I was about this big. I can personally attest to his tremendous impact on not only the community as a whole, but to the individuals that make up this town. He is a man who can be trusted, a friend to fall back upon for support and aid in a time of need, and is always willing to put forth a helping hand. When I asked this man to be my NHS sponsor, I saw his face light up with a wide grin. And he explained to me how he has come to this event every year and how this is his first time coming as a sponsor. And I think this is a true testament to his faithful dedication to the town and his pride for the students who will soon become Rockland's future. It is my privilege tonight to induct Mr. Richard J. Phelps as a 2019 National Honor Society honorary inductee.
Well, this was totally unprepared, but I do this because I love it. People say, "Aren't you great?" No, I'm selfish. I wouldn't do this if I didn't love it. And being around these kids, these are our best. These are our very, very best. It's a privilege to be here tonight, and to receive this is spectacular. I want to thank everybody, and especially Jasmine, as she says, that high. But anyway, I thank you again very, very much for this honor. Thank you.
Again, congratulations to the honorary inductees. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry about that. Members of the Pentelic chapter of the National Honor Society of Rockland High School, candidates for induction, members of the school committee, faculty members, honored parents and friends, we are here tonight for the 62nd induction ceremony of the Pentelic chapter of the National Honor Society. We feel it is important that our candidates for induction should receive adequate knowledge relative to the origin the ideals, and the objectives of this organization. As the 20th century dawned, increased enrollments in the secondary schools of our country stimulated the development of the social aspects of the high school through extracurricular activities. However, educators began to notice that scholarship was not receiving its rightful emphasis. Improving scholarship had long been a part of the administrative routine in American schools, but little emphasis was made to provide social stimulation of scholarship from the student body itself. In 1903, the first high school honor group spread rapidly. In 1903, the first high school honor society was organized under the direction of Dr. William B. Owen at the Southside Academy in Chicago. This organization still exists today as an independent society, although its rules and regulations are very similar to those of the National Honor Society. The idea of forming high school honor groups spread rapidly. In 1919, at the Chicago Convention of the National Association of Secondary School Principals, a lot of S's, consideration was given to the question of forming a national organization. The formation of a national organization was proposed by a committee member, J.G. Masters, who was the chairman. The following year in Cleveland, Masters' committee made their report accompanied by an outline of a proposed constitution. The report of the committee was accepted and approved, and as a result, the American Torch Society was founded. The name of the organization was later changed to the National Honor Society. The National Honor Society and its activities had become an essential part and influence of the modern secondary school. Through its growth, the National Honor Society has established itself, and for high schools, the following aims and goals for secondary education: an enthusiasm for good scholarship throughout the school, an encouragement of a desire for students to render service to the school and community, a plan for self-evaluation of the students of the potential elements of leadership qualities within them, a stimulus to the student to observe and practice those acts and to develop a strength of character, the scope of a scholarship that society gives to the student, and a significant and unusual prestige, an encouragement to the student to continue their learning and education. In October of 1956, under the direction of the first advisor, Gertrude Ellsworth, the honor students of Rockland High School became affiliated with the National Honor Society. The name Pentelic was selected as the permanent title of our local chapter. The constitution of the Pentelic chapter was accepted by the National Council of Secondary School Principals, and the charter was granted on October 30th, 1956. The first induction took place that following spring. So, what is the origin of the name Pentelic? The future members of this society should have knowledge of the chapter name and its significance. These facts have been recorded by the chapter's founder, Gertrude Ellsworth. In Athens, on the highest part of Acropolis near its center, was the chief building and most perfect representation of Grecian architecture, the Parthenon. It derived its name from the fact that it was dedicated in honor of Athena Parthenos, the goddess of wisdom and learning. The Parthenon, which was built under the administration of Pericles, was completed in 438 BC. It was constructed entirely of white, glistening Pentelic marble obtained from the quarries of Mount Pentelicus. In June 1957, due to the efforts of Mrs. Ellsworth, Rockland High School was the recipient of a block of Pentelic marble. It was sent to the society as a gift and a symbol by Dr. Bert Hodge Hill, a noted classical archaeologist in Athens. This Pentelic marble is symbolic of the strength of our society throughout the years. The Greek objective was a beauty in marble that would appeal to the highest intellectual and moral perception of age, one that would make spectators think of pure and noble things. Prime requisites of the Greek were dignity, sobriety, and self-restraint. These were the qualities of a people who were not to revel in the luxuries of peace and wealth, or yield to individualistic self-indulgence, but were to practice submission to strict discipline and to apply themselves to noble tasks. The Parthenon, then, was a symbol. Each one of us is the architect of his or her own life. It is the temple that we too must sculpt by fostering the noble qualities expressed in these Hellenic aspirations. Notable is the contrast between worldly, intellectual beauty and spiritual aspirations. May our ideals rise to the intellectual beauty of the Pentelic temple and the spiritual aspirations of the Middle Ages. Secretary, will you please call the roll of the Pentelic chapter?
Tyler Beatrice. He has been accepted to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Worcester Polytech Institute, Wentworth Institute of Technology, the University of Alabama in Huntsville, Rensselaer Polytech Institute, George Washington University, the University of Massachusetts Lowell, and the University of Massachusetts Amherst. He plans to attend Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and study aerospace engineering. Madison Blondie. She has been accepted to the University of New Haven, Pennsylvania State University, the University of Massachusetts Boston, Roger Williams University, the University of Rhode Island, and Salem State University. She plans to attend the University of New Haven and major in criminal justice and minor in forensic science to later pursue a career as a forensic scientist. Caitlin Cameron. She has been accepted to Hofstra University and the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth. She plans to attend Hofstra University and major in health science with ambitions of being a surgeon. Abigail Condon. She has been accepted to the University of Massachusetts Amherst, Bentley University, Bryant University, and Suffolk University. She plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst and study economics. John Ellard III. He has been accepted to the University of Virginia, the University of Notre Dame, the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, Bentley University, the University of Alabama, Tuscaloosa, and the University of Massachusetts Amherst. He plans to attend the University of Virginia and is undecided. Elizabeth Kelly. She has been accepted to Savannah College of Art and Design, Massachusetts College of Art and Design, Pratt Institute, Rochester Institute of Technology, and Syracuse University. She plans to attend the Massachusetts College of Art and Design and study photography. Sean Morrissey. He has been accepted to the University of Massachusetts Lowell, the University of Massachusetts Boston, and Worcester Polytech Institute. He plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Lowell and will major in electrical engineering with a minor in robotics and dreams of becoming a robotics engineer. Jasmine Morse. She has been accepted to Simmons University, Salve Regina University, the University of New Hampshire, the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, Rhode Island College, and the University of Rhode Island. She plans to attend the University of Rhode Island's 6-year Doctorate of Pharmacy program. Rebecca Mullen. She has been accepted to Bridgewater State University, the University of Massachusetts Boston, Framingham State University, Worcester State University, the University of New Hampshire, and Suffolk University. She plans to attend Suffolk University and study biology and pre-medicine. Alexis Nastasia. She has been accepted to the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, the University of Massachusetts Boston, Suffolk University, Westfield State University, Emmanuel College, the University of Hartford, and the University of New Hampshire. She plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth and study biology and pre-medicine. Francisco Oliveira. He has been accepted to New York University, Boston College, Boston University, Suffolk University, and the University of Massachusetts Amherst. He plans to attend Boston College and study political science. Michelle Ramoska. She has been accepted to Boston University, where she plans to attend and study physics and mathematics. Justin Sherlock. He has been accepted to Curry College, the University of Maine, the University of Massachusetts Amherst, the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, and the University of Vermont. He plans to attend the University of Vermont and major in health sciences with a focus on mental health. Marissa Smith. I've been accepted to the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, Curry College, Quinnipiac University, Roanoke College, Elon University, Salem State University, and the University of Maine. I plan to attend the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth and study chemistry with ambitions of being a forensic scientist. Giovanni Soares. He has been accepted to Suffolk University, Emmanuel College, the University of Massachusetts Amherst. He plans to attend Suffolk University and study law. Kara Sullivan. She has been accepted to the University of Massachusetts Amherst, Bryant University, the University of New Haven, Western New England University, and Salem State University. She plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst and is undecided.
Missing 3 pieces of paper.
I double checked. Unless they went between me.
Sorry about that again. Secretary, are there candidates for induction to the National Honor Society?
Yes. Principal Dr. John Harrison has informed me that 20 juniors and 2 seniors have fulfilled the requirements for induction to the National Honor Society.
Worthy candidates, the emblem of the National Honor Society is the keystone and the flaming torch. The keystone bears at its base the 4 virtues of this society: character, leadership, scholarship, and service. Just as the keystone forms a base to hold the perfect arch in perpetual stability, so too the structure of our education must be held firm and true to the purpose of life by the virtues represented in this symbol. Within the Pentelic chapter, it is the duty of the virtues to emulate the artistic eloquence of Grecian oratory. May each one of the virtues give you inspiration, for happy is the man that finds truth, wisdom, and understanding.
The word character comes from the Greeks and means an instrument to engrave or brand. Character is how we brand ourselves. The brand is the sum total of personal qualities which together contribute to the person as a whole. Character is the physical embodiment of all the finest ethical, moral, and spiritual qualities. A person of character need not conform to the thoughts of society, but rather introduces new ideas which help develop one's own standards in life. This person directs life according to principles and develops an ordered set of rules by which to govern themselves. Character is the one quality you can do the most to develop or change. While many of a person's qualities depend on genetic inheritance and environment, character may be changed, altered, or developed at a speed in a direction directed by the individual. The result is that of the individual's doing and none others. Through the force of a person's will, that person's character may be strengthened to encompass other aspects of a personality as well. A stronger character will contribute to better self-esteem and confidence and will empower the individual to reach out for their distant, elusive, yet not impossible dreams. A person of character is one of strength, but of considerable moral, ethical, and spiritual strength. I now light the candle, which is a symbol of character.
Scholarship is a love for learning and the quality of knowledge shown by a student. An education is not an accumulation of facts, but the instillment of a love for truth. Students will especially excel when they love what they are learning. The quest for knowledge disciplines the mind. Without this discipline, a person's intellect would lead to nothing. Scholarship keeps people hungry for learning and for the curiosity that leads to the greatest discoveries. This love for learning would not be possible except for the determination of both the parent and the teacher, for they give each student the insight to accept the quality of knowledge that makes learning more exciting and worthwhile. Students learn that scholarship leads to a greater understanding of themselves and the world around them. Throughout their lives at Rockland High School, the students here tonight have demonstrated what the meaning of the word scholarship is. They have achieved a high scholastic standing and have made it clear they desire to continue their education. These students have not wasted their years in school, but have realized their great importance to the rest of their lives. These years have taught them to ask questions and how to find the answers. I now light the candle, which is a symbol for scholarship.
Leadership is the art of direction of others in conduct and achievement. It challenges the virtues of a person's soul. It will show one's goodness and mercy, as well as one's selfishness and iniquity. One who has the strength of character develops a strong personality, which is the motive force of leadership, embodying beauty, truth, and goodness. These are the qualities of which leaders are made. Every person can be a leader. It makes no matter how humble, how lowly, or how meek one may be, if one can follow, one can lead. When anyone sees another wander from the pathway, it is that person's mission to seek this person and lead them back again, for every man is his brother's keeper. A leader, like a junior executive, has need for tact. A leader will use courtesy to take the sharp edge of power and never treat an idea, even a poor one, with contempt. A leader must deal justly with complaints and will not hesitate to ask pardon for their mistakes. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members and the candidates. In order to mold citizens concerned with the advancement of humanity and to create leaders who will maintain the American way of life, the National Honor Society recognizes and demands leadership among its members. What is the worth of a person who will not advance their ideals and strive to attain their goals? A person may be brilliant, noble, and charitable, and thereby a good person, but in addition to these attributes, if they are leaders, then they are also individuals of enormous consequence. I now light the candle with the symbol of leadership.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of a day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is a quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. We all have talents within us, hidden and known. We also have truths, experiences, and skills to share. When our contributions fill a need in someone's life, even for a short period of time, this is a service. Assistance, a necessary part of life, is needed at some time by everyone. At least once in our lives, we have needed help with math, science, term papers, and even simply dealing with the rigorous demands of life. The National Honor Society believes in helping others with their innate abilities, whether they be in the field of math, science, English, the arts, or communication with other people. We as members and future members of the National Honor Society shall endeavor to pursue these interests and abilities where they will enable us to serve society for the common good. In our school life, service is considered as contributions of time and effort, not with any hope of reward, but rather with the altruistic desire to be of benefit to others. Our duties and projects within the school are numerous. We serve as peer tutors, sponsor the collection of non-perishable food items for the local food pantry, help raise funds for various causes, sponsor a bus to Bourne to put flags on the graves of veterans for Veterans Day, initiated story time in the preschool program, sponsor the school-wide Positivity Week, grant scholarships to graduating seniors, and assist whenever called upon by the school or community. By providing these services, we will have gained perhaps not money or social graces, but instead a development in character. Service, a sometimes difficult part of life, changes us all for the better. We learn more about our limitations, both our own and others, by helping needy people through challenging times in their life. By giving service, we not only help someone pass a class or stand up after they have fallen, but also receive a good feeling about ourselves and life in general. I now light the candle, which is the symbol of service.
The flaming torch is the emblem of our purposes, to bear forward the searching light of truth, to lead that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school the high ambition for the enduring values of life, and to serve in the consideration of others. Vice President, will you please exemplify the torch?
The emblem of this society is the keystone and flaming torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters C, S, L, and S, which stand for character, scholarship, leadership, and service, the four cardinal principles of this organization. As the keystone is placed by the builder to hold the perfect arch in perpetual stability, so the structure of our education must be held firm and true to the purposes of life by the virtues represented in this symbol. Character, the composite of all common virtues, sets the seal of righteousness upon every endeavor. Scholarship is the power of the mind to dispel ignorance and superstition through scientific investigation of truth. Leadership is the power of the personality that blazes the trail for man's upward climb. Service is the beginning and end of our education. Thus is the emblem symbolic of our purposes, to bear forward the searching light of truth, to lead that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for the enduring values of life, and to serve. These purposes are symbolized by the torch and strength by the keystone. Hold high the torch, you did not light its glow. 'Twas given to you by the other hand, you know. 'Tis yours to keep on burning bright, yours to pass on when you no more need light. There are other feet that we must guide, and other forms go marching by our side. Their eyes watching every tear and smile, and efforts which we think are not worthwhile. Perhaps maybe what they need, actions to which their soul take heed, so that in turn they hold the torch high and say, I saw another carry this away. Hold high the torch, they did not let it glow. 'Twas given to you by the other hands that you know. I think just started down halfway bright. That day Master said, "Let there be light." So that he who said, who walked on Galilee, "Ye are the light of the world, shine down on you."
Worthy candidates, you are now ready for induction into the Pentelic chapter of the National Honor Society. Repeat the following pledge after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Worthy candidates, it now gives me great pleasure to present you the official insignia of this organization, your National Honor Society pin. The Constitution of the Pentelic chapter states that any member who fails to maintain the standards which were the basis for their selection must surrender their pin. Your pin is the emblem of the National Honor Society. Wear it honorably and proudly, that everyone may know you for a worthy scholar. I will now present you with your membership card and pin. The motto of the National Honor Society, Noblesse Oblige, means that people of high rank must behave generously and nobly towards others. Nobility obligates. Secretary, will you please read the name of each candidate who will come forward to receive their emblems?
Melissa Almeida. Stephanie Beatrice. Jad Bender-Cowie. Matthew Bruzzese. Catherine Buckley. Maria Ciano. Jessica DeMarco. Jillian Dorney. Caroline Eli. Tyler Gambon. Madeline Gear. Nicole Gudiel Winter. Tyler Johnson. Sabrina Morgan. Alyssa Patton. Oliver Riera. Zachary Webb. Hannah Wiley. Julia Yaden. Daunting Zhu. Alexis Nastasia. Giovan Soares.
At this time, the principal of Rockland High School, Dr. John Harrison, will present the National Honor Society certificates to the senior members.
Tyler Beatrice. Madison Blondie. Caitlin Cameron. Abigail Condon. John Eller III. Elizabeth Kelly. Jasmine Morse. Rebecca Mullen. Alexis Nastasia. Kelly Pratt. Francisco Oliveira. Michelle Ramashka. Justin Spurlock. Marissa Smith. Giovan Suarez.
Thank you, Dr. Harrison. Members, will you please form the receiving line? I would like to invite the audience to go through the receiving line to congratulate the members. Following, please join us in the cafeteria for some refreshments. I now declare the induction ceremony for 2019 at a close.